Alright, so welcome back everyone. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, the hardest career series. Today's episode, we're going back to Minmus. We're going to be deploying our first rover onto the surface. We also have two other missions to complete. Heading to mission control. So I have an ionization scan. Land a rover, obviously that's a critical mission. That's the main mission for today's episode. And orbit the first satellite in an equatorial orbit around Minmus. That's quite specific. It's counter to eastward, as it's heading westward with the orbit around Minmus. So it's the opposite way around that we'd normally achieve around the Mun or Minmus. 731 kilometres by 1441 kilometres. Nice bit of money, nice bit of science, but not as much as we get for the landing the rover. Nice bit of money again, but the science, 28. Wow. Okay, coming up in the future episodes, as you can see, Unmanned Juna flyby. So this episode will be the final time we visit either the Mun or Minmus for a while at least. And we're going to be launching this mission using a brand new booster. It's the SA4LV. And it's a Sarnus Alpha 4. 4 modes on the first stage, and Alpha, because it's experimental. Never used it before, so it could fail. Hopefully it doesn't. Alright, so we're going to head into the VAB. Take a look at it first, at the spacecraft. It's rather large compared to the ones we've used before to land on the Mun, for instance. But we shall take a look. Okay, so this is the Saturn Alpha 4. 2 SRBs. And the first stage is the SA4 tank, which gave me the idea for the name. Because obviously Sarnus is with the Outer Planets Mod that I've got installed, along with the other two planetary packs. And Saturn is Kerbin's equivalent of Saturn. So it's a Saturn Alpha, if you like. Got plenty of Delta V. Delta V on the spacecraft it is probably overkill. In fact, in the rest of the booster it's overkill to get to Minmus. But this is more of a test for the booster. Actually, just as much a test, I should say. Because the very next episode, I'm going to be beginning our manned launches using this booster. So I wanted to check it, make sure it's all working properly. So I'll take a look under the fairing. It's got the RCS on the top stage. These are the RCS tanks. These are liquid propellant and oxidizer. Here's the Spider again. Same setup basically, with 4 of them. Attached to 4 tanks, as we've used on the Mun landers and the Minmus lander. But this is somewhat larger than those previous versions. And so is the rover. So we've got the real antenna, we've got it packed full of as much science as I dare put on it. Got the thermometer, barometer, got the sampling drill. I haven't quite figured out how to actually use that. I've tested this on Kerbal and it doesn't seem to give me anything. I'm hoping it's because it's got to be off-world maybe, I don't know. There's no actual instructions with it, so we shall have to see. Got the 2 packs, material study mini lab and the engineering test bay. We also have the spectrometry analysis tube. So that might come in handy. We also have an onboard camera here. 2 antenna. Make sure we don't get out of contact. This is a bit unusual. The camera itself can be used to analyse objects. So I'm hoping we get a contract associated with that. If not, we'll have to learn how to actually use it. Got 4 solar panels. They are adequate for keeping this charged in direct sunlight, but outside of sunlight could get a little bit iffy. We'll have to put the whole thing on there on hibernate. But that is it. No landing gear, and all of these are attached to the decouple. Well, this one isn't. This is a rear one. Doesn't actually get removed. But these are all attached. All these girders are attached, and the tanks are attached with decouplers with 0 force. So once it's on the ground, it will decouple these 3 girders and the 4 tanks, and that will allow the rover to drive off. Lacking robotic parts, so can't really do anything with robotics just yet. Obviously in future we'll be using robotics to lower a ramp and things like that. But right now we can't do that. Okay, so we've got some time before the booster is rolled out. Still in about 1 hour and 40 minutes or so. Once it's finished, we shall head out to launch pad and begin today's mission. Okay, so a successful initial climb. And we've got both SRBs back. Yeah, 2,185 each. Stage value 2,230. So slightly down on how much it actually costs first of all. So just a fuel missing. We should get that first stage, core stage back. We are slightly down on this on TWR. So I have to leave the nose a little bit higher than the horizon. Got 63 seconds. Okay, so successful first test of the SA4. Although I have used it twice before, but not those parts. So none of these parts have actually been used before. So as I use it more, it will become more reliable. About 10 degrees there. Slight off balance though. Yeah, so using the attitude control just then, it is slightly off balance. But that could be the payload. That could be the rover. Okay, we'll get to orbit. We'll circularize. And then we shall begin planning to get to Minmus. Okay, about to achieve orbit. Free circularization with the second stage. Okay, not exactly perfectly circular, but it'll do. Okay, access is off. Now, do I need to put the coin to standby? It's 0.04. Where's the sun? Yeah, I think future missions we need more solar panels. Whoa. Bit too far there. Come on. Okay. Yeah, it's quite heavy. Okay, so we should get... Okay, so that's the first stage. So we've got SRBs back in the first stage. Well, 12,347. Plus 4,000 for the two SRBs. It's not too bad. Electric charge. Yeah. Okay. Now what the heck's going on here with the SES? Strange. Okay, so it's a map view, and I'll plot the course to Minmus. Okay, just lost contact with the spacecraft. Shouldn't be too long before we regain control. Okay, so back in contact. Let's see, intercept. Once we get an intercept, we can then worry about which way we're going. Okay. Down to lowest sensitivity. Okay, let's take a very quick look. Can I warp so far? I don't want to warp so far. Okay, let's take a quick look. Okay, so it's easterly or counterclockwise from the northern hemisphere. And that was a little bit too close. 653, but which direction are we actually going in? Okay, so I'm not going to go past and coming back around like that, so that's okay. So it's an intercept like that. We need to push. Yeah. So we need to push that way slightly, radial out, I believe. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll tidy it up, and then it's going to be, oh, wow, 14 days. So 2 curbing weeks, basically. Okay, so I decided to leave the periapsis where it was around Minmus. Correct it on the way there with radial out burn. 1 minute 55 seconds is going to cost us 890.3 meters per second. So 1 minute 7 second burn, 67 seconds. We've got 788 meters per second in the stage still. So we've got plenty left over once this burn's completed. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. Just throttle back. "14, 13, 12, 11, 10. In the green. 7 seconds. 6 meters per second. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. That's as close as I want to get it anywhere. Okay, so on the way there, I'll have to do a mid-course correction, try and bring the periapsis back up using radial out. Like I said in the map. Right, where's the sun? That's fine. I'll leave the core active. We shouldn't drift off. It should be fine. Okay, so it's going to be... I hope that says 11 days. Yeah, 11 days. 1 hour and 20. About 20 minutes something. 20 minutes or so. Okay, so it's about just over 11 days then. Okay, so we've got about 40 minutes or so before mid-course correction. In the meantime, Gene wants to show off his new mission control bunker, which is where we are right now. Got the active screens, something he should never touch, which is the self-destruct. So keep his hands away from that. So we've got them various map screens as well. Obviously multifunction displays. That's on orbital map info. So a little bit. 20 million, 73.9 meters per second velocity right now. Inclination. And that is right now, that is Kerbin. That will switch to being Minmus once we arrive at Minmus orbit. So we'll come up to 41 minutes into the mission, plus 3 hours. And we have the status display graphically. So as the tank wears down from being full, it goes from green to amber, then to orange, and then to red. We've still got over 700 meters per second in this final stage of the booster. So boosters performed quite well for the first flight. Okay, let's head back and perform the maneuver about 33 minutes or so. Okay, perform the maneuver. So once this burn's finished, I'm going to leave this active, just in case I need to bring the periapsis up or down. So we'll leave it where it is. I'll switch to the map, you can see exactly where the periapsis is. Okay, so I had to go ahead and plot another mid-course correction, coming up about 1 hour 50 minutes or so. It's a 5-second burn, just to raise the periapsis from here. I'll just make sure it's actually ahead. So we're coming over the top or behind or beyond actually Minmus and coming back in. So we're coming in this direction. So we should be going the right way, which is anti-clockwise, as you can see. Quite a high initial orbit though. Not really ideal for landing. But we should have enough delta V to bring us down once we've completed this contract and the ionization scan. Once we've got this, we'll do the ionization scan. About 23 minutes or so for that to complete, and then we shall commence with the landing. Okay, the final course correction burn. So if I didn't do this, we'd be too... would be actually behind the orbit of Minmus. I'd be going the wrong way. Yeah, and also the Mun, as you noticed there, interfering with the trajectory as well, which made it even more difficult than it really should have been. Okay, nearly there. Okay, that should be it. Perhaps it should be. It says 1,500 there. $1,827. So I don't know what on earth this is talking about. I think maybe it's talking about curbing. Probably it's because we're still within, well, inside, well, obviously, even when the Mun and Minmus, you're still inside the SOI of curbing. Okay, so how long? 10 days to get to the periapsis. Okay, so finally completed the orbital contract. Slightly higher there, but it's within parameters, I suppose. That's okay as well. Okay, so contract parameter completed. Into orbit around goal Minmus. Complete 12,003 science and 4 reputation. With the first satellite in an equatorial orbit around Minmus, you did it. We placed a satellite in orbit around Minmus. This will be a day long, remember. I think we've already done that already, but never mind. So completion 55,373. 9 science and 28 reputation. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, so I did get a leak. Yeah, we've got a leak. So I just managed to do that burn before I lost all of the fuel. Just about all of it anyway. Back to the spacecraft view. Yeah, it's completely empty. So we've got some oxidizer. But that's it. So yeah, I've lost about no, maybe not 500, about 350 meters per second. Yeah, so unfortunately, I think maybe a standby tank, but this should have enough delta V to get down to the planets, onto the Mun's surface. It is a Mun, it is a Munlut. So anyway, okay, so it's time to do the second contract, the second mission, ionization scan contract. Take 23 minutes and 28 seconds. When it's finished, we'll send the actual raw data back as well. Should get quite a lot of science. Okay. So 23 minutes and 18 seconds and counting. Okay, so a few seconds. Once it's completed, we'll send the chunk of data back as well. Okay, contract parameter. Conduct ionization scan. Time for completion 20 minutes 30 seconds. Complete 13,503 science and 8 reputation. Attack your body Minmus. Yeah, we have learned a lot of new information about the composition of this planetary body in preparation for a possible landing in the future by a manned program or robotic legions. Nice bit of money. 115,871, 9 science and 7 reputation. Okay, send this chunk back and we can start on the landing itself. Oh, nice. 37.5 science. What do we have right now? 64.3. Okay, have we got enough electric charge though? Yeah, 50 data. Strange. Oh right, of course we're charging up, we're in direct sunlight, so we're charging up as fast as we actually depleted the batteries there. I thought it was a bit strange. Okay, so we're going to separate the spacecraft from this, if it lets me. Okay, so that pretty nice chunk of science that we sent back. Separated the spacecraft from the booster, final stage of the booster. We have 610 meters per second, 8 kilonewtons, 1.5 tons, empty, 1.9 tons full. So we've got 2 tons into Minmus orbit. If it wasn't for that leak that we got on this particular final stage, we could have actually got even more in. Okay, head to the map view and see exactly where we can reduce our altitude first. And then start the landing. Okay, I'm going to Metro. I'm going to burn. The props and pairs flip over. Got the daylight side just here. So I'll have to try for landing around about there. I'm going to periapsis down to about 50 kilometres. Then at the periapsis, burn retro again to bring down the apoapsis to about 50 kilometres as well. So go direct as vertically as possible down to the surface, just like the previous landings. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the apoapsis down. About the same altitude as the periapsis. We'll let it flip. Then we should be ready to initiate the landing. Okay, about 40, 30... Okay, load about 30 kilometres, 29.773 at the periapsis. So we'll start the landing about here. So we've got plenty of daylight. Okay, let's start the landing phase. It's about 21 minutes away, almost 22 minutes away from the periapsis. But those solar panels are actually on the side of that structure, which maybe might not be such a good idea. So we might not get enough electric charge if we wait too much longer. $120. Switch to surface. Should be as close to 0 as possible. Coming on to 500 meters per second delta V remaining. There's a slight imbalance. Don't know where that's coming from, but it's been there all the time since the second stage of the booster. So I think maybe an RCS section. Okay, where are we now? Okay, not too bad. Not exactly vertical, but it should be okay. Just in case it's not, we'll push it back. If it stops arguing with me. Okay, about there. I can drift a little bit. Tiny little bit of lateral movement, but not a great deal. It's quite a wide sort of low base. Centre of gravity is centre of mass, I should say. It's actually quite low. Okay, so 40 kilometres or so. Gonna take quite a while to descend. Okay, 3.6 kilometres and 50 metres per second, 3.4 kilometres. You know, a little bit. Definitely imbalance between the one set of thrusters on this side and this side. I think it might be the relay, maybe the dish, maybe. .2 kilometres and 33 metres a second. So I'll lay that down a little bit. Not exactly the best place to land either. It's not exactly flat. I think maybe this area might be a slightly better place to aim for next time we come back here for possible manned landing. But I will be landing other remote missions here. Just not in the near future. 224 meters per second. Now 223 on delta V. Okay, 900 meters and 30 meters a second. Should still be okay. It's not too much of an incline. I don't think it is anyway. Okay. 100 meters. It is quite an incline, isn't it? Damn it. Yes, off. Whoa. Okay, SES back on then. Damn. Yeah, I think I probably should have selected a better or flatter landing. But yeah, I think there, like I said earlier, I think there would have been better. So I'll aim for there from now on, I think, for any of these missions when we do anything in the future. Okay, so we'll go ahead and deploy this size equipment as well. Okay, let's turn this on. Hibernation off. Control from here. SES off. Okay, let's go ahead and deploy. Okay, I was hoping it'd be a little bit clearer, but never mind. Okay, brakes on. Does it actually work? Okay, there we go. Oh, these should be at 0 force. Let me just check though. No, you can't check them, can you? Okay. Okay, looks like it's going to slide off. Don't know why I switched to there we go. It should be reverse. Let's take a quick look. Whoa. Bit of stunt driving there. Oh, what's... Let's put the brakes on. Yeah, brakes. I want the brakes 100%. May need to tweak the suspension a little bit as well. Try and soften up a little bit. Not too soft, because otherwise we'll lose the dish if we roll over. Alright. Oh, quite an incline. That was very silly of me. Okay. Let's reverse. Nice and slowly. No, the other way. So I think we'll drive over here. And we'll see exactly what on earth's that. So it looks like they're wandering off to explore as well. Yeah, it's quite a thing. Oh, good grief, it's quite an incline, isn't it? Okay, take it nice and easy. We'll go straight down. So they'll go rolling over, so we'll go straight down the incline. We'll head over here. Oh, wait a minute, we'll head over here instead. It's the same stuff. So we can get this sample drill to work and take some science as well from that area. I'd like to know exactly what this stuff is. Okay, got this curious looking object. Now there's a contract to bring back a green sandstone from Minmus. So I wonder if that's what this is. Of course we can't actually get hold of it and send it back. To see if the if any of the science equipment picks this up as an object. Like the camera we've got, which is a scientific scanning camera. Of course, if we hit it, we won't need the camera to tell us what it is. Come on, come on, come on. It is quite a steep incline. Okay. So now what? See if this works. So I'm not exactly sure exactly how this works. 16.8 science. We've got 320 units of electric charge though. Let's see if we've got enough. Oh yeah, quite easy. Took 70 electric charge. $25.2. Wow. I mean, it's best if we send it all at once. All the time the sun's out. Yeah, 7.6, not too bad. 42% loss though. Because transmitting that will render this module inoperable. Well, I can't do anything else but transmit it. Oh. Aborting. Oh well. Okay, we'll have to wait till the batteries have recharged. Oh, damn. Let's see what this is. If it brings it up. Okay, so it says there's nothing there. No, I'm pretty sure there's something there. Okay, so I think target mark. Target cam. No target selected. Yeah. So how does this actually work? Do we have to target this object? Okay, Perth's got flags, bases, planes, debris. There's nothing there. Remote bodies, mum. Yeah, okay, we'll have to learn how to actually use this, I suppose. There's no instructions with it. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. I don't think it's debris. No. Of debris, that's all the parts from the actual lander. And they're the relays in orbit. Yeah, well, oh, well, never mind. I'll have to check that. See if we can find the instructions for that piece of equipment. Okay, I'm going to wait until the batteries are recharged and then we'll carry on doing some other science. Okay, now that the batteries are fully charged, went ahead and renamed and designated this as a rover, which I forgot to do when we landed. So I got the contract for landing a rover completed. It's got 93,750 cash, 28 science and 2 reputation, which gives us, at least right now, 171.8 science, 960,363 in cash. That's huge. Okay, let's try this one again. Review data. We can't reset it. Yeah, that takes a lot more electric charge. Yeah, it takes a lot more electric charge. Okay, so where is the sun? It's over there, isn't it? Look at the shadow. Ah, okay, so sun is quite low, so we should be getting quite a lot of electric charge. What I'm going to try and do is try and turn the rover around a little bit, so we get another. Because we can't scan this, we don't actually know how to do that yet. Okay, about there. So I think putting this into hibernation might help it sort of charge up a little bit faster. Yeah, might work I suppose. Okay, as soon as it's charged up again, we should do this material study mini lab next, and then we'll do the ionization scan. We don't have a contract. Ooh, 33 signs. Okay, we'll have to wait a while before. Yeah, it's going to take another few minutes or so. Okay. We shall carry on. So we've got this one to do. Then we'll do an ionization scan. Once we've done those, we shall head down to this flat area. So you get some more signs from down there as well. Okay, so battery is fully charged. The next one should be rigidly attached. Strange. Okay, 7.6. Not bad. Can't be reset, so we can't do it again. Okay, about a third, just over a third of the battery remaining. So we've got an alert from Kerbal Health. So Bill Cameron has acquired a minor injury. They say it's just a paper cut, but it still hurts. Make sure to remove any snack crumbs from the wounds to prevent sepsis. So that's Bill. He's just cut himself on a bit of paper. Okay, so we've got 30. So I don't think I'm going to have enough electric charge in this. And the actual battery itself, we'll store it for later. We'll head down towards the flat area I mentioned. So scans show that this moon is indeed very frozen, which is very strange being so close to the heat source like the sun. We'll take it from there, we'll take it. Once we've got some battery power back, well, fully charged at least. We'll see if we can send that. Okay, we'll carry on down to this flat area over here. Okay, review the data. 33 point stats. Ooh, gonna have enough? Yeah, just. Oh no. Oh, still a third. It's not too bad. Okay, for the final leg of this journey, unfortunately, we've lost contact with it. So hopefully it finds itself resting somewhere nice and sort of, well, intact at the bottom of this slope. Okay, we're still out of control. So hopefully when we hit this, we don't topple over. Whoa. Okay, so we might actually start to slow down a little bit. But we've got no control whatsoever. So until the relays comes overhead again, we're not going to get control. Still at 12.6 meters a second. Doesn't look like it's slowing down. If it's going to take quite a while, but thankfully it's quite a large, expansive, flat area. Oh, it's not flat. It's got a lip over it just over there. Hopefully we'll slow down before we reach that, because that will be the end of the rover. And I can't collect any more signs, even from the past. I don't need to reset like these. Barometer. I don't think this needs resetting either. The mass spectrometry analysis tube. Rover landed wet. False. So I wonder if that's got something to do with the drill, but the drill doesn't actually tell you where it needs to be. And again, the drill maybe needs you to do a resource biome scan before you can use it. Okay. Well, hopefully we can control before we get this lip, because we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna survive this pretty bad drop just here. Okay, so unfortunately I did not regain control and the rover's just flipped. So we need more relay. Yeah, there's a relay satellite dish. There goes a relay dish. I think that's it. Okay. Damn. Oh dear. So the relay dish is gone. I still should be able to get contact with it, with these two antennae. And there is a relay overhead and it has got a green line directly to the rover. As well as two more green lines to the other relay and towards Kerbin. For some reason I lost contact with this. Those scrap hasn't struck on the... Nope, nothing wrong with those scrap. Nothing, those scrap's broken. I've got full power. Oh, damn it. Disappointing. I've got plenty of science out of it, but I could have got a lot more out of it if it wasn't for that failure. Some of the communication system has failed. Damn it. Let's go look at the relay, see exactly what's going on. Well, I've taken a look at the map view. The relay doesn't connect to Kerbin directly, and the other one is slightly out of phase over the horizon compared to the one that's overhead of us. So obviously the both of them got to connect to the other one. I believe what happened was we lost one of the dishes on the relays, if I remember correctly, from an earlier mission. So I do need another at least one more relay around Minmus to maintain constant contact. So unfortunately, until the other relay comes back around, we'll get contact. But unfortunately, it's on its roof anyway. It's tipped over on its head. I can't see any way of actually getting it back onto its wheels. Got a nice lot of science there and some money, so that it should have served its purpose, but it would have been nice to be able to get down. Maybe try and sample something from here. But that's going to have to wait till a future mission. Okay, we'll head back to the Space Center. Okay, back at the Space Center after that successful rover mission. It ended quite abruptly, however. But unfortunately, these things happen. Okay, so we've got 960,363 cash. Got 74% reputation, I believe. 218.8 points of science. It's year 3, day 133. 0521, so it's actually pushing end of day 133 of the third year. Okay, so next episode we're going to be starting our manned space program with unmanned suborbital test flight, then a manned suborbital test flight, then hopefully by the end of the episode we'll have our first Kerbal in orbit. Then we shall progress from there. Okay, as you can see from Kerbal Alarm Clock, we also have Kerbin and Juno Optimal Approach 164. Yeah, 164 days. I looked twice then. 164 days, 5 hours, 17 minutes. So we'll be beginning our first flyby of Juno in the not too distant future as well. Alright, but that's the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click like, it is appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you do enjoy the content, that is appreciated as well. If you want to leave a comment or ask a question, you're more than welcome to do so. We also have Discord, Facebook and Twitter. You find links to all 3 of those platforms on the banner on the front page of the channel. Okay, so hope to see you in the very next episode. In the meantime, as always, take care and bye bye.